Welcome back to Pig and Beef. Today we're going to be doing some St. Louis style ribs out on the Weber Kettle grill. Now we have some whole spare ribs that we're going to trim down. You can actually buy the St. Louis cut ribs at the grocery store, at Costco. You can get them most places. They're readily available. They do cost more money if you get them that way. So that's why we decided that today what we're going to do is we're going to get the whole spare ribs, we're going to trim them down, and we'll do the St. Louis style ribs on the Weber Kettle grill. What we're going to do to use to smoke them is we've got the Slow N Sear. Now how this works, we've got the charcoal basket right in here. We've got a starter cube that we're going to light up, put a couple pieces of lump charcoal on, and then once those get lit, we'll fill the rest of the basket. It's going to slowly light the rest of the charcoal. We're going to put some hot water in here for our water reserve. This is going to act as our drip pan. Now, you don't need to use this method. If you've got a kettle grill, you can use these charcoal baskets and basically set them on either side and light them with charcoal and put the meat in the middle. You also could just fill one half of the kettle grill with the charcoal and then just use the other side for your indirect side to cook the ribs on. Okay, we've got our charcoal lit. It's starting to ash over. We're going to fill in the reservoir here with hot water, about a quart of hot water. Dump it in right there. Okay, we've also, you'll notice we've got an ambient probe here to measure the temperature of the grill. We're shooting for about 250 degrees for our cook today. The reason we're using this, if you notice, we've got both of our air vents open. So the airflow is going across the chamber here, and it's going to come out through this damper. And so this thermometer here is actually not going to give us an accurate reading, and that's why we're using the ambient probe. So while we're bringing this up to temperature, we've got both vents wide open. We'll close them back as it comes up a little bit so we can make sure that we hit 250 degrees. So we'll just let this come up to temp, and then we're going to get our ribs on. Okay, we're getting close to coming up to temp here, so we're going to close our vents. We're going to close this one about a third. Good? Yeah. And then this bottom vent here, we're going to close just till it's about a quarter of the way open. Okay, we've got a whole rack of pork spare ribs. Again, you can buy the St. Louis cut already trimmed in the grocery store. If you buy the whole pork spare rib, it's cheaper. It costs less per pound. Really, it's not that hard to trim. It's basically just one cut across the back here, and then you're good to go. So we'll just trim this up and show you. Now again, the top part here, the tip, it's not, you don't need to throw that away by any stretch. We're probably going to use these again later. We'll probably make some rib tips. So it's a great snack if you want to save it. You can throw it away if you don't want to do that, but it's totally fine to eat. It's got some really good meat on there. So. Okay, we've got these trimmed. Next thing we're going to do is remove this membrane that's right here on the back. The easiest way to do that is to get a butter knife and just pry up the little corner right there until you get that up, and then just get a paper towel to pull this off. Now that we've got these trimmed, we're going to season them up. What we're using today is we're going to use Pork Star pork rub. We're going to use yellow mustard as a binder. As far as a binder goes, you can use whatever you want. You can use olive oil, you can just use water. You don't really need to use anything, but what the purpose of the binder is just to help the rub stick to the meat a little bit better. We found that mustard works great. You can't taste it at all if you're worried about the mustard taste. It doesn't taste like anything when you season them up, but that's just kind of what we like to use. Make sure you get both sides. Okay, and then we'll let this sit for just a bit and we'll get it out on the grill. Okay, we're out at the grill. We've got our ribs prepped. We're up to temp, so we're going to throw them on. Now what we're using today for smoke is we've got some applewood chunks. So we'll just go ahead and we'll put these on here. Now that we've got them on, we're going to spritz them every hour with apple juice. After about 3 hours, I think it should be about time to wrap them. What you're really looking for is the color of the ribs at that point. So we'll come back out, and spritz them in an hour and check on them. But we're looking at wrapping them about 3 hour mark. Okay, it's been 3 hours. We'll take a look here, and the ribs are really got some nice color on them. We're gonna pull these off. They still got a little bit of ways to go. We're going to wrap them in foil, put some apple juice in there, and bring them back out. Probably got on just another hour or so, and I think they should be about ready. Okay, we've got these back inside. We've got 2 layers of foil here. We're going to wrap them up, put a little bit of apple juice in to help them braise while they're still back on the cooker. So just want to make sure you get them really tight. Just maybe 1/4 cup of apple juice, not very much. That's all it'll take. Okay, we've got these wrapped. We're going to put them back out on the grill here. We're going to throw them on meat side down this go around. And like I said, probably maybe an hour or so. And they should be about done. Okay, it's been another hour. We're going to check on these ribs. I think they should be just about done. You just kind of want to lift them up a little bit. You can see it's bending there in the middle, so they're definitely done. Let's just open them up and have a peek. You can see the meat's pulled back off the bone there. So what we're going to do is we've got some Montgomery Inn barbecue sauce, that really great sauce that we're going to sauce them with, and we'll put them back on the smoker for 10-15 minutes just to let that sauce caramelize, and then they'll be ready to go. Okay, we've got these ribs sauced. We're going to put them back on here. Just like I said, 10-15 minutes is all it's going to take for these to be done, and then we'll pull them off, let them rest for maybe another 15 minutes. And then we'll slice into them. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. We're going to check on the sauce here. Looks really good. We're going to go ahead and pull these off. Like I said, we'll just give them a little bit of time to rest, and then we're going to slice into them. We've let these ribs rest now. They're ready to be sliced into, and let's go ahead and we'll flip them over. Got these all sliced up. We're going to see how we did. We'll take a bite out of one. Perfect.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos as well. If you like what you see, leave us a comment and hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications.